Okay, so right here I'm on the roof. As you see, I got my neighbor's properties, fire escape. Got my cousin helping me. What's your YouTube?
Oh, Sir So Fly, Mixtape Maze.
All right, we out here doing some work, and the reason why we're on this roof is because I've had a lot of issues with leaks, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take what we did on this side, which hasn't been leaking. I did this about 3 months ago. Gave it some time. It's not leaking. We're gonna do what we did on this side, and let's see what we have here. We have Carnac non-fiber professional grade foundation and roof coating. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this right on top of the shingles as is. We're going to brush away all these little debris from the leaves, and we're going to get started. Right, one more time, Carnac non-fiber professional grade foundation and roof coating. And as you see here, it's very liquidy. It's going to pour it, and then we're going to just brush it on. But we're going to start by brushing off all of these leaves right now. Make sure there's nothing that can prevent it from doing its job. Alright, so what we're going to do is very simple. We're just going to pour a little bit and brush it in just to make sure we can get it enough to soak on top of the shingles. Once again, you don't have to remove the shingles for this. Alright, pour a little bit. And then just like paint, really, just going to make sure you can just coat the surface.
Yeah, you can move that for
There you go. And what it's going to do is it's going to put a cover on top. A lot of the times you really can't see where the holes are. Sometimes you can, especially if you got an eye for it. But even the most trained roofers sometimes will miss things. When you put this stuff on, you'll know that it's going to completely coat whatever holes or openings that the water may be penetrating in from. And it was done over here, and as over there, it will be done here. $45 at Home Depot for the roof coating, $5 for the broom.
You see it running down, but
yeah. And one thing you want to do
bring
is
it back up.
make sure it doesn't leak over, because otherwise you'll have a pretty messy siding.
So what I'm gonna do is stay here with it.
A little more. Or just like brush it left and right, side to side, back and forth, just to spread it out. But we just want to get an even coating, but more importantly, a comprehensive covering. You want to cover as much of your shingles as possible. It may not even be a hole where most of the roof is, but wherever that hole is, just know that you'll catch it with this stuff. Now, obviously this is not, if you have a new roof, new shingles, this is not for you. But if you're like me and you've had a couple of patch jobs already and you're just sick of having your tenants call you and tell you, hey, the roof is leaking again, I guarantee you put this stuff on and you can easily do it yourself. As you see, we're not experts here. You'll easily be able to do it yourself, and I guarantee you're not going to have to worry about people calling you back. Now, when you're doing this, you also want to make sure that you have the right weather for it. It shouldn't be rainy, because you don't want the water sitting under this. Also, it shouldn't be too hot or too cold. If it's too hot, then the roof coating will be a lot thinner than it should be. And if it is too cold, then it'll be a lot thicker and it won't necessarily settle in. So you want to make sure it's a warm, or not even just warm enough to where you got that right temperature where it's at a liquid like you see right now. It's just flowing, because in a liquid state it's going to flow in between any openings that are there on your roof. Alright, so we're almost done with this side. As you can see, it's pretty much covered in tar for the most part. Whatever's not covered we're going to get to, but I just wanted to show you guys exactly what you can do if you're having a persistent, stubborn leak and you know which section of the roof is coming from, but you don't necessarily know exactly where. Just cover it in this tar. That's not really going to change the appearance too much. It will make it black like the tar, but as you still see, you can see the shingles, and the entire roof, once it's finished, is going to look like this side. Just a couple more things. You may need to do 2 layers or even 3 layers. And it's better to have a light layer and then another light layer and then another light layer. You don't want it to be too thick, because if it's too thick, it's really not going to settle properly and it may crack. But 2 or 3 thin layers and your roof should be impermeable by the water, and you should not have any more leaks. Good luck.